Welcome to the Simeon Guide to Practical Scaffolding. This is the introduction video showing the basic elements of access scaffolding. Simeon is a world leader in scaffolding health, safety and training and has been established since 2005. This will be the first animation video showing methods of scaffolding leading up to our e-learning package. In this video, we will look at tube and fitting type scaffolding, widely used worldwide, and explain the common terminology. The method of building is called erection, and dismantling is also called striking. The method of erection with this scaffold is to place the sole pads down on the floor, then a base plate on each sole pad, followed by the first standard. A ledger is first fixed, followed by a transom, which is fixed horizontally at right angles with right angle couplers. You will install the next standard and transom, leaving the standard on two fittings so to enable stability. Next, attach the standard to the transom and install the ledger. Finally, you add the last standard and you have completed your base square. This is also known as a kicker lift or a foot tie. Other standards can be installed now, followed by the next lift and bracing. Boards are then added with guardrails. The vertical tubes in orange are known as standards. The horizontal tubes that run parallel with the building in red are known as ledgers. The horizontal distance between the standards is referred to as a bay, which can range between 1.8 to 2.4 metres. And the vertical distance between ledgers is normally 2 metres, and this is known as a lift. The tubes that sit on the top of the ledgers acting as board bearers are known as transoms. The dark blue ones are main transoms, and the light blue ones are intermediate transoms. Platforms are formed by boards being supported by the transoms at 1.2 metre spacing. Short boards under 2.13 metres must be secured, however in some countries and companies all boards should be secured. Maximum overhangs for boards past the last transom is 150 mm, and minimum overhang is 50 mm. It's always good practice to have a minimum of 3 transoms under short boards of less than 1.2 metres. Access and egress in between lifts is by internal ladders in this video, using ladder hatches for fall protection. Tow boards are in place to stop materials falling off the scaffolds and guardrails to stop people falling. To help stabilise the scaffold, a set of diagonal tubes are added called braces, and the green brace at the front is called either a wind, facade or sway brace. The majority of the time this brace will be attached to the standards with swivel couplers. The ledger brace in yellow is erected normally from ledger to ledger with right-angled couplers, or attached to the standards with swivel couplers. Scaffold can be erected freestanding if it is within its height to base ratio, however most if not all scaffolds will need some type of stability measure. The most common method of securing scaffolding against collapse or overturning is by the use of components known as ties. Scaffold tubes are fastened across both standards, usually under the ledgers, and tied by anchors to the facade of the building or attached to steelwork with girder clamps. If the scaffold cannot be tied to a permanent structure, alternative methods to stabilise the scaffolding can be used, such as ground rakers, buttresses, counterweights, and more. Scaffold must be erected, dismantled and altered by trained scaffolders only. Scaffold should be erected under a safe system of work to protect scaffolders from falls, ideally NASC Guidance SG4. Tube and fitting scaffolds should be erected to worldwide best practice NASC Guidance TG20. Access and egress on scaffolding should be in line with NASC Guidance SG25. Scaffolding must be inspected by trained personnel only. Modular system scaffolds must be erected in line with their manufacturer's instructions. Lightweight mobile access towers should be erected to PASMA guidelines. Please refer to NASC and scissors guidelines for current best practices in scaffolding. Simeon offer all types of scaffold courses and scaffold health and safety consultancy. Please visit our website at www.simeon-risk.com or email us at hello@simeon-risk.com. Alternatively, call us on 0345 602 2418 if in the UK or on 00971 439 5067 if in the United Arab Emirates.